Hi everyone, it's Anne. I just want to remind you that I'm doing my internship at the Recovery Center of Northern Virginia, which is an outpatient drug and alcohol treatment program. They have two offices, one's in Herndon and one is in Leesburg, and I work in the Leesburg, Virginia office. And I did mention that I might switch to the Herndon office last semester. It looks like I'm going to stay at the Leesburg office, which is fine because I'll get to continue with my group longer and they will get to know me better as I get to know them even better. Now that being said, I wanted to talk about a situation that happened right at the end of last semester, after we turned in our timesheets and did our last video. I had to work a little bit longer, just so you know, because I have to do 600 hours for the state of Virginia, which is more than the 560. But anyway, what happened, sorry about the dog, was we had a situation where we had to de-escalate a situation. And what happened was one client started saying things, it's kind of I would say part of it was really how he felt, but the way he presented it, I think, was to shock people. I think it was for shock value. And one person actually got upset, as I could understand, but also started responding in kind to him. And so it started to escalate. And my co-facilitator, Dave, was able to intervene by saying, to the one person who was doing the shock value, he said, I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, but the way you present it can be a little off-putting. And then he told the other person, just calm down, let's take a break. And it seemed to work. They were quiet, the rest of the group. But it left the group feeling uncomfortable for the day, for the rest of the time. In fact, what happened was, after group, one person even asked if, was there going to be a future problem? Asked about the idea of a future problem in the group. And we assured him that no, it wasn't an issue, it would be okay. Now, after that group, when we were explaining it to our supervisor, which is my supervisor, Desi, what the problem that I saw really was that Dave made a gesture to indicate the person who was scared and asked about, would there be a problem? He made a gesture to indicate that this person could be snobby. I found that to be judgmental and not very professional. And I thought, I should say something, but I wasn't too sure because I'm the intern. It's, my supervisor was there. It was up to her to say something. So I'd like to know how y'all would have handled this situation if someone, did a nose gesture like that regarding a client. If you would say something, and if you would, how would you present yourself, and how would you say, hey, that's pretty judgmental, and we're not supposed to be judgmental of people. It does go against the code of ethics. So I'm curious as to what you would say, how you would say it, because I have to work with him for another 16 weeks, and I'd like to make it better and more productive than last semester. He's not going to change, but I can change. And I can look at the situations and be more assertive in them than I have been, and learn to deal with the uncomfortability. So let me know what you think, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay,